Welcome back to Gingerberry Collectibles, and Happy New Year's, guys. So today's video, I'm just going to go over some of the comic books I picked up over the weekend. I went to two different locations. One was a new to me local comic book store. Picked up a few new things there, and then I went to another place to get some old back issues. And so first I'm going to go over the local comic book store pickups here first. So first and foremost, I've got the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers TMNT Volume 2, Issue Number 1, with the Kevin Eastman cover. I will say I have already read through this. I love the artwork, and the story really got me going. I'm looking forward to the rest of it. I have not read Volume 1, and I'm going to have to pick that up off of Amazon, I guess, so I can take a look at it. It's not vitally important. They do mention a few things referencing Volume 1, I'm assuming. But you don't have to have read it to know what's going on. So, but overall, very happy with this. Looking forward to the rest of it. Then I've got Nightclub. This one, I saw the cover. I have no idea what it's about. I just saw luchadors and vampires and thought I couldn't go wrong. So I picked it up to give it a try. Then we've got the Riddler Year 1, Issue Number 1, and Issue Number 2. Wanted to get caught up on that one, and hopefully that's a good story there. And then behind this one is the one I'm most excited about that I picked up while I was at the local comic book store, and that is X-Men Issue Number 1 with Magneto on the cover. That is a very powerful looking Magneto. I love this cover. I know they printed millions of these with several different covers with the other X-Men on the cover. So it's not worth a ton, but to me, to have the issue number 1, which I know this is the volume number 2, not the original number 1, but this is the X-Men that I remember as a kid. So it was very important for me that I had this one. I hadn't really been looking for it because I know they're out there, they're everywhere. But while I was flipping through some of his backstock, I happened to find this one, and it was a really good price, and I couldn't turn it down, so I had to pick it up. So that is the end of the comic book store pickups. Next, we have another place that's right down the road from this comic book store, called Antiques and Geeks, and it's kind of an antique store that's geared towards collectibles. They do have some of your normal antique stuff, but for the most part, it's geared towards collectibles, toys, comic books, Pokemon cards, anything and everything you could possibly want. It's a really awesome place, so I visit fairly regularly. Alright, so first off, we got this Hellboy Winter Special 2020. And Batgirl issue number 3. This one, according to Key Collector, is a minor key. This is Stephanie Brown as Batgirl, and it's the introduction of her new costume. I picked it up because I thought the cover was really cool looking. So then we have Marvel Tales starring Spider-Man and the Molten Man. This is a reprint of let's see, it was a reprint of Amazing Spider-Man number 28 with the Molten Man. So it's not the original, but I do kind of like the way the cover is, how everything's all blacked out and all you get is the red outline of Spidey. So I still wanted to pick it up even though it's not the original. It's still a pretty cool cover. Then we've got Spider-Man and the Punisher, issue number 33. Spider-Man number 49. This is also another minor key, introducing Coldheart, which is a mother who was avenging her son who was killed by superheroes. I just thought it was a pretty dynamic looking cover, I like with the Goblin on there. So I picked that up. And we got Amazing Spider-Man number 17. This also another minor key. It's the first Francis Fry as Electro. So pick that one up. This one here, ASM number 60 or Legacy number 861. Don't know what's going on in the story, but I thought the cover was... I really like the Spidey Mary Jane cover, but then you've got these creepy centipedes wrapped around. It was just a really weird but cool cover, so I had to pick that up. I am going to have to put this one in a new bag and board. Couldn't get the stickers off of there. Then we've got ASM Renew Your Vows 13. And the main reason I got this one, I picked this one up because I had everybody on the cover. It had Peter and Mary Jane and their daughter all in costume, and I just thought that was a pretty cool image there with all of them swinging through the city. Then we've got X-Men issue number 3. Nothing in particular special about this one. It was an early X-Men issue, and I had just picked up that number 1, so I figured I'd go ahead and grab this as well. I really like, it's got everybody on there. You got Beast, you got Psylocke, you got Wolverine, Storm, Colossus, Rogue, Jean Grey, everybody's up there, Gambit up there. So just thought it was a really cool cover with a lot going on. Now we have Batman issue number 500. I mainly picked it up because it was a number 500. I also really like this cover. This is part of the Nightfall series, issue number 19 in Nightfall. Azrael defeats Bane in this issue. Now we've got the Batman annual number 9 for 1996. So, thought that one looked kind of interesting. I love the annuals as well. Then we've got a Batman annual 1994. This is one of the Elseworld stories. And cover art done by Mike Mignola. I love Hellboy, so anything for Mike Mignola is always good. Although I did read he only did the cover art. I don't think he wrote the story. But I do really like this cover by him. So, let's see. Now we've got Wolverine issue number 64. I thought this was a pretty cool cover. With Wolverine and Sabretooth going at it, him flying through the air, Sabretooth reared back, ready to strike. A lot going on. Pretty dynamic looking cover. So, that's the main reason I picked it up. I like the way it looked. But according to Key Collector, it is another minor key. Death of Silver Fox, killed by Sabretooth. Next, we got Wolverine number 63. Nothing special going on in this one. I just really thought the cover was pretty cool looking. Not quite sure what's going on with Wolverine's face up here, but he looks very pissed. But just the tentacles or the vines or whatever that's wrapping up around him, and it kind of looked like more of a horror style cover, and I really like that, so I picked that one up as well. And we got Wolverine 79. This is Wolverine with his bone claws. They're broken off. You see a little bit of the blood down there around the claws. And I just thought it was a pretty interesting cover. You got the very large Wolverine running all the way up and down the cover with him just front and center there. It's not a lot going on, but it's still pretty impactful the way that they did it. And then I think maybe my favorite I picked up from this location is this one here, Wolverine number 57. This also was listed as a minor key on Key Collector. Death of Mariko, which was Wolverine's fiance. But this one I definitely picked up because of the cover. I love the colors, the bright pink, the bright green, the blues, how everything contrasts. You can see the pain in his face. Her face is all lit up in the yellows and the greens, and just the colors, the way everything's done. This cover just stood out to me. I grabbed it. There was no doubt I was picking this one up. So this is probably my favorite of the ones that I picked up from the antique store. So what do you guys think? Any of these really catch your attention that you would like to pick up for yourself, or do you have any of these on your own? Just let me know down in the comments what you guys think. And if you would, just leave a like and a subscribe if you'd like to support the channel. And as always, we thank you and hope you have a wonderful day. And again, have a great and wonderful New Year's.